Hey there, welcome. Here are some sunglass brands to keep an eye out for that you can resell. First up is the brand Gentle Monster. This has a sell-through rate currently on eBay at 78%, so it should be a fairly quick mover. It is a Korean eyewear label. Now, next up is Maui Jim. The sell-through rate on this currently is 164%, which is excellent. And this is a very popular, well-known brand that should resell really well. Native is another brand to keep an eye out for. This had a sell-through rate of over 200%. And I saw them selling for around $20 to $50 with some outliers. Fendi is another brand to keep an eye out for. The sell-through rate on these were not as high. It was about 40%. So they may not move as quickly as some of these other brands. However, sunglasses are easy to store, they don't take up a lot of space, and they're easy to photograph, so we don't mind picking up sunglasses that may sit a little longer but have good resale value. Resell is another great brand to keep an eye out for. The sell-through rate on these currently is 125%. These sunglasses are handmade in Italy, and I saw them selling for $50 to $100 and up. Cartier is another great one to look out for. Sell-through rate is 100%. Rain, spelled R-A-E-N, is a California-based company. The sell-through rate was right about 70% on these, and I saw them selling from the $30 to $70 range with outliers, of course. Chrome Hearts is another really great brand to keep an eye out for. I talked about this brand in a men's denim video that I did a while back, so check that out. Chrome Hearts is a high-end brand based out of LA. There are probably not as many of these out in the wild because they are such high dollar pieces, but if you find them, definitely worth picking up. Some of them can sell for crazy amounts. For example, this sold for over $6,000 for a pair of sunglasses. There were others for the $600 range. The sell-through rate on these was not super high for sunglasses, but I think it's definitely still worth keeping an eye out for. It can definitely bring in big money. Of course, Oakley has to make the list for sunglasses. This is a very well-known, popular brand as far as sunglasses go. The sell-through rate currently on eBay is about 75%. One thing to keep an eye out for with Oakley is just make sure that they're authentic. I know there are lots of knockoffs out there, so it's always good to double check that, but that goes for any brand that you're reselling, especially the higher end, high dollar brands. Revo is another great one to keep an eye out for. The sell-through rate on these was about 70%. But one thing that this brand boasts is its NASA-based polarized lens technology, so that's kind of cool. Brighton is another brand that had a high sell-through rate at 166%. Another well-known one, of course, is Ray-Ban. This has a sell-through rate of over 100%. This is a great brand to pick up, very popular, does really well with resale. Costa Del Mar. This is a really popular brand for fishing and boating. If you're not familiar with polarized lenses, basically it means that they're anti-glare. So fishermen love to use them, for example, because it reduces glare from the water and they can more easily see fish. Okay, last but not least is the brand Julbo. This is a French-based company that specializes in mountaineering and performance sunglasses. The sell-through rate on these was over 100%, definitely worth keeping an eye out for. And one last note about selling sunglasses, even the frames alone are worth money and can resell. So if you find a pair of sunglasses where the lenses are all scratched or damaged, they may still be worth picking up. So hopefully this gives you an idea of some brands to keep an eye out for. Of course, this list is not comprehensive. There are lots of other brands that are worth picking up. And again, with anything you're reselling, make sure you check the sell-through rate for the specific style of sunglasses because some will do better than others. I'd love to hear what your favorite sunglass brands are to pick up when you're out thrifting. Thanks for tuning in and happy thrifting.